Hey.
Oh, hello, and welcome back to Soul Travels.
Before we get, she's awesome. Before we get started, check this clip out. 10 seconds long. Just take a look at it. Leave behind. Just very, very happy to leave behind. So let's move on to the next thing. Hopefully it's a little bit better. Let's go. And things did not get better after that.
No,
what happened,
as a matter of fact, Eric had a heart attack shortly after filming that while he was editing the video.
Just very shortly after that.
Yeah, within an hour.
Yeah, rushed to the hospital. There's a whole story behind that, but let's do a little bit of a background. There were signs leading up to this, and I can honestly tell you this. I'm just being straightforward. I'm giving you my heart of hearts. If this had happened in the States, we wouldn't be talking. We just would not be talking.
You'd probably be talking to me alone.
Yes, exactly.
I would not be talking. I would be crying. Anyways.
So a couple of days before we left for the States, I just had a very severe tightness in the chest. No pain in the wrist or arm or anything, just very, very severe. We ended up calling the ambulance. Now, I can tell you this. When you call an ambulance here and you call an ambulance in the States, two totally different things.
Well, yeah, we called the doctor, our house arts, like after hours thing, and we talked to them. And then she actually dispatched an ambulance at 3 o'clock in the morning. They were there
like that
so quickly.
Came up the stairs, had all their equipment. Shirt comes off.
Yeah.
Put the stickers all over the place, man. I think I had them on my head, my butt. I mean, I had stickers everywhere. And they're hooking me up to this machine, and they are reading the machine.
And somebody's asking me questions, and we're just... It was a team of two.
Team of two. I can tell you this. By the time that they had arrived, the pain had stopped, and everything was back to normal.
Yeah, I'd given you a paracetamol.
Yes.
And some antacid. We thought maybe...
It had something to do with that because I've had it in the past before. And they just printed out a strip, an EKG strip for us.
Yeah.
And they told us to check in with a doctor the next day.
Yeah, because everything looked good. Everything looked good.
Everything looked good on the strip.
Yeah. Blood pressure was back to
normal. Yep. I had really high blood pressure. So everything went right back to normal. And we went to the States.
Yeah, after visiting the doctor, and the doctor didn't seem too concerned. Scheduled some blood work that we did when he got back.
Yep,
yeah,
absolutely.
So then 2 days later, we left for the States.
Had a small episode.
The night we landed. Yeah, we kind of chalked it up to spicy foods for some reason, because when he would take the antacid, but I think at that time I gave you like a paracetamol as well.
Right,
so,
which thinned out the blood a little bit and whatnot.
I believe
and that plays into it a little bit later.
Yeah.
So we went to the States, and everything went well in the States except for that one small episode. I was having a few twinges here and there, but nothing to really, it's like stop. So we went to the States. We saw Cash.
Yeah.
Love that little guy.
Oh my gosh.
Anyways, so we came back. And which leads us up to we did a filming, and this was the video of
the
why we're not going back to the States
to live. Yeah.
And right after filming that, sat down, started to edit it, and I'm into editing, and all of a sudden, severe chest pain.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Just very, very severe chest pain.
Took a couple antacids.
That type of thing. So Tammy ended up calling
112.
The 112.
Oh yeah, and that was a very interesting experience as well, because when you get on and you call, they ask you, is your emergency fire or a medical or something? There's something else, but I was too distraught to even figure it out. But
I'll tell you what, before we go on, I want to go back to the first time that the paramedics came up, and they found nothing wrong with us. They were so nice.
They were.
And they had to say, look, because you're Americans, we need to let you know that this visit right here doesn't cost you anything.
Nay.
If we took you to the hospital, it's your insurance.
And they said that because in America, sometimes you hesitate to call emergency
Yeah.
because it is going to cost you several $100s just for them to come out.
Yes.
And it's like $600 to ride in to go to the hospital.
Yeah.
You know, just
and
depending.
that's just riding in the ambulance.
So they were very kind to let us know that we would not have to worry about a charge.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So we're back. They come up and they hook me up right away. I send shirt off, stickers, boom, boom, boom.
EKG.
EKG.
Yeah.
And the first thing they said is in English to us is we don't like what we're looking at.
Yeah,
and
this is not looking good.
So they did everything and they got me all hooked up. They brought me out. And what was interesting is he said, look, because of your stairs, you're going to have to walk down the stairs. So I told him that yes, I could. It was difficult, but I could. And for those of you wondering what would have happened if I couldn't walk down the stairs,
Just the other day.
just the other
We
day,
saw
right out here.
this.
Check the clip out right
So
now.
crazy.
So as you can see from that clip, guy came out the top window. These guys know what they're doing.
That's pretty amazing.
I'm sure they've done it a few times. It's not their first rodeo.
I'm glad that you were able to make it down because
Yeah.
we would have had to wait.
Yeah,
You know, as
absolutely.
it was, the paramedic team was awesome. They gave you
Yeah.
a couple shots of something, which the needles were still in the apartment when I got back that night.
I mean, it was just like they do it. They put it
They
aside,
were
put
just
it
right.
aside.
They were so awesome, and when I was up front driving with them, I could hear in the background the guy saying about lifting your you had to take 6 pills.
Yeah, he gave me
And-
6 pills to take up here.
No, when you were in the ambulance.
Oh, when I was in the ambulance.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
when
You had to like lift your tongue, and they had to spray.
They sprayed some stuff under
the
my tongue.
nitroglycerin.
And when he sprayed that nitroglycerin under my tongue, because my chest was really hurting, went away. I mean, I was just like, I'm ready to get up. Just go ahead and give me the tube of the nitroglycerin.
Yeah.
You can drop me off right here. I'll be okay.
Well, yeah, and the nice thing is that they were in communication with the hospital system.
All the way.
Yeah, we have a hospital that's close to us, the San Francisco, but we ended up going to Mastad down in Zoud, Rotterdam, because they had an emergency cardio care team on call or standing by.
Right then and there.
We went into that hospital. They took Eric right into the room. They gave me the opportunity to say
Goodbye. Not goodbye, but
kiss him and give him a hug.
see you in a few minutes.
Yeah, and they whisked him right off into the room.
They took me right into the room, and the doctor was just unbelievable. She said, I'm going to explain everything that's happening. She goes, I just numbed up your wrist right here. We're going to go ahead. Once it's numb in just a few seconds, we're going to make an incision. We're going to go with a cord, an IV up through your arm.
Well, was a scope or something?
With a scope,
a little
scope
tiny
up through
scope.
your arm. We're going to go across. We're going to go through your heart. And that's when I said, you really don't need to go into all that detail.
Could you feel it when it was going in?
Could feel just a little warming sensation. A little warming
But you
sensation.
couldn't feel it traveling through.
Couldn't feel it traveling through. I was awake the whole time she was doing it. The monitors were right there. I really couldn't see the monitors of what was going on. I remember having an itch on my face, kept wanting to itch my face. The doctor had to tell the nurse, go on over and tell him not to move his hand. I'm near his heart.
Ooh,
so that'll kind of
yikes.
sober you up a little bit right there.
Yeah.
So she did the whole thing. And I'm going to say 15 or 20 minutes later of being on the table, she says, we're done. We put a stent in. Your main artery going to your heart was collapsed. It was almost gone. So she was really, really good. She showed me the pictures. She showed me the before and the after. And it was fantastic. After that, I felt like $1 million.
Yeah.
I really did. Heart hurt or the chest hurt still a little bit for maybe a half hour, an hour.
They gave you some pain, some like
They gave me
paracetamol,
some,
IV.
yeah.
Yeah.
So
The team. I don't know if it's a nurse or they have like the volunteers or whatever, but there was a nice young gentleman that walked me to the family room and was trying to calm me down because I was,
Hysterical.
I was I was very distraught, and asked me if I had anybody I could call. Because there's only Eric. And
Where's Tracy and Travis?
I called because Diana is a nurse, so I called Diana, and so that helped. And poor, Elise was so nice, and she just went and made you something. And then I let Tracy and Travis know from TNT. And they were so nice. They came out the next day and took me to breakfast and made sure I was, they were texting.
Nice support team.
Yeah, and made sure that I was like taking care of myself. And it was awesome. Yeah.
So here's the thing, and looking back and how things played itself out and how we were just kind of really blessed, to be quite honest with you. Tammy and I, when you come over here and you live in the Netherlands, you have to have insurance.
Oh, yeah.
You got to get insurance. So I think that we got insurance to cover everywhere. We could be in the galaxy someplace, and we probably got insurance to cover that. We have insurance to cover everywhere, except
United States.
The United States.
I think it might, but I think we had to pay a lot.
We would have had to pay. We would have to
healthcare.
contact them, and let them know they're going to the States. And it was a whole lot more expensive. I mean, a whole lot more. So, with that being said, it has been an interesting
experience.
3-4 weeks, an interesting experience.
Yeah.
We've been really busy. I have a whole slew of pills to take right now.
Yeah.
Check this out right here. There's
Take a picture of
1,
them.
2, 3, 4, 5. There's 5 pills I take every single day.
Oh, you take 6, but you had 1. Yeah.
So,
but you came home with 5 extra sets of medication.
Yeah, which is on a daily basis now, pretty much for the rest of my life.
Yeah.
So,
So that was our first experience, actually, of driving down the interstate.
I could see a thing.
Yeah, I could. And so, that was pretty exciting. But the one thing, it just, if you're watching and you're one of those people that just don't get out of the way when an emergency vehicle is behind you, please consider doing so, because it could save someone's life.
Absolutely.
And it's amazing how many times the driver had to like honk at cars because they were not getting out of the way.
Yeah.
And
you don't know who's in the back of that
it could
ambulance.
be,
You don't know what they're going through.
It could be a loved one. It could be, what would... Yeah.
Absolutely.
Sorry, I don't mind. That's always been my thing. Just get out of the way.
These guys, the paramedic ambulance guys, unbelievable.
Yeah.
Just absolutely unbelievable what they do.
Right. And all sets, because we had another team that took us from Mostod up to San Francisco. Just a team dedicated to transport.
Yep.
Absolutely. Everybody has been so nice.
Professional.
Yeah.
Nice. Just unbelievable. I can't really say enough about them.
Right.
The doctors. Great doctors. Great doctors.
Yeah. Yeah. It's all good. It's all good.
Okay, so we're back.
And I think... do you want to do like a video comparing the hospital bills?
We got a really interesting video that's going to be coming up. Don't know when. My guess is, here's my guess, a month.
Well, when the bills come through.
When the bills come through for me, and mine was a 4-day hospital stay, give or take?
Yeah, 3 nights.
Okay,
3 nights,
so we had surgery 3 nights. And my daughter's hospital bill in the States, she had a baby and she spent about 3 nights? 5 nights.
She was there 5.
Okay. So we're going to go ahead and compare the hospital bills. And if we can get a breakdown, all the better.
Yeah.
So this is
going to be interesting to compare.
It's going to be very interesting.
Because she was, like, every time that they gave her a pill, they would scan her wristband.
Absolutely.
You had a wristband too, right?
I had a wristband.
Yeah.
They would just come and check it when they would come in. And again, they would give her paramedicol or whatever they would give her. It didn't matter. It would wristband, scan it, scan the medicine, Boom. And there you go. And they're not scanning it to compare. They're scanning it to charge.
And to make sure that it's for the right person. But what was interesting is when you had a pill to take at like 10 o'clock at night. And so then one of the nurses would come around at 9:30 and just leave the pill.
Right. Yeah.
And say, don't take it until 10.
Don't take it until 10 o'clock.
That would not fly in this
That doesn't fly in this
No,
state.
because then somebody could get sued, or if you don't take the medication or whatever.
Yeah, exactly.
The craziness
exactly.
over in the States. But it was cool.
Are we happy with the treatment that we got? Absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
Not even a question.
Yeah.
We're still doing follow-up visits. That's been a little bit of a challenge. I've checked in with my GP.
Yep.
And my GP went over all the medicines.
medications.
And because I went there and I wanted to know, is this right? I'm taking a lot of medicine. They did explain it to me. Are any of these I can wean myself off of? And basically he said, no, this is pretty standard stuff. And
Yeah.
you're going to be taking it for a very long time.
Right. We're still waiting to get into the cardiologist.
So, but yes, we are extremely happy with the medical care that we got here. And once again, I wouldn't be talking to you. Yeah. So I think we're happy with everything, the way everything played out.
Yes.
Really happy with the paramedics. I'm telling you.
The ambulance teams. I don't know if they call them paramedics.
Yeah.
It's the ambulance.
Extremely professional. I don't want to take away anybody's title here, but I am shifting my attitude and opinion towards these guys are definitely the hardest working guys in the Netherlands. I mean, they're on it. They are saving lives.
And they have to just think on the spot.
Make a decision right now.
They had that stuff so quick, and that you're in shots in the arms, and once everything kind of went wonky on the EKG.
Paramedic, I had to get dressed and I had to put my shoes on. He just grabbed my shoe and slapped it right on.
He's trying to button you out. I'm like,
we gotta go.
Telling me to calm down because I was like, it's not helping Eric.
It's not helping Eric.
No,
You gotta.
oh my
he turned
gosh.
around, slapped her. So
Nay.
he did not. He did not. So he was.
Should have. It's like, anyways.
So we're
Thank
gonna go
you for
ahead
putting
and
up with us for this video.
Yeah, we're going to go ahead and wrap it up from this point right here.
Yeah.
It's been very traumatic.
I'm still trying to process it.
Still processing a lot of things.
Yeah.
But the doctor did say in the hospital, it's good that you called when you called because it was blocked.
Yeah.
So now I got a stent and we are moving forward.
Huh. I wonder if you set off anything in the airport. Probably not.
Yeah, that's another story too. I'm not allowed to fly for a little while.
Oh yeah, we had to cancel a
We
trip
had to
that we had.
cancel a big trip that we had.
Yeah.
But that's another story for another time.
That's okay.
So, thank you so much for everything that you guys have done for us. All the comments, all the thumbs up. The thumbs up really help. The comments help. Thank you for the subscriptions. And if you want to go ahead and subscribe, it is right here.
Boop.
So from Soul to Soul Travels, till next time, we'll see you there.
It seems.
Dewey.